all come from all walks of life. They all have lives they lead. Any and all are welcome here to come and chat with me.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the show. Today's guest is a singer, very much a performer. He has a radio show. He hosts events. He MCs. Some of you probably know him from Party in the Park. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very much in demand, Trevor McDonald. Hey, Trevor.
Hi, Nancy. How are you?
I'm good. Doing good. Thanks for doing this. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for doing this. I've been watching your series. It's been a lot of fun.
Thanks. That sounds great. I appreciate that. By the way, it seems to me a couple of years ago, you posted that you were retiring. Hello. You don't sound retired.
Well, do you know, first of all, I have to apologize. I'm in a bit of a state of chaos here. We're moving. We sold our house in Sardis and we're going back to the Chilliwack side. So we're in a bit of a state of disarray, but I promised you I'd do this. So thank you for doing this. Do you know, when I said retiring, I guess I really didn't know what that meant either. I guess retiring from active performing, I did 300 shows a year for over 20 years, 25 years. So as a one-man show and different events, I did 300 shows a year, Nancy, and you can imagine that would get pretty crazy. So I decided that with the radio show doing so well and with my community events being very important to me, that I just decided to cut back on the live bookings and concentrate more on what I could do for the community.
Well, let's start with your radio show. Now, tell me what it's all about.
So the 89.5 The Drive, I've been there over 8 years. Started out as nothing but 70s and has now gone to Ultimate 80s since about almost 2 years now with Ultimate 80s. And I do it every Saturday morning from 8 till noon on 89.5 The Drive. And it's been a lot of fun. So I host a show and put the bits together. And along with Glenn Slingerland, we put together, I think, a pretty great 80s show. And, you know, it's been a lot of fun.
How did you get that job?
I actually pursued them many years ago about doing a 70s show because that was the decade that I was really interested in talking about. And I pursued them. And then through a different state of events over a bit of time, I ended up meeting with Kevin Gemmell, the station manager at the time, and Glenn Slingerland. And we both agreed it was time to put something together. And I had a bit of a community recognition and also a pretty vast knowledge of music and a love of music. So the marriage was there, and then I sold the advertising for it. So it wasn't like they had to pay me anything. It worked out perfectly. And so they were just, to this day, have been so great about taking a guy off the street with, you know, no training and letting him be a DJ. So
I think that's so awesome. I'm just so happy for you that you're doing that. I think it's great.
Oh, thanks, Nancy. I had a lot of fun doing it. You know, you and I know each other from way back in the days of, believe it or not, you might not remember me, but I remember your comedy troops from the old days of booking you with Earthquake Annie's nightclub and with Greg's Place, opening up Greg's Place in 1990. So that was a bit of DJing experience for me before hitting radio. So
I certainly remember you. I didn't move here till 95, so it has to have been 95, 96.
Okay, well, yeah. Well, then I don't know when we ran into each other, but it would have been way back in the day.
Yeah.
I remember you being very eager to get your comedy troupe going. So
I was working with that time my niece Kathy, that I think you went to school with her.
Of course, yeah.
So
very dear friend, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately she's passed away. But,
yes, good memories of Kathy. And before she passed, actually, she sent me a very beautiful message. Actually, before one of the Party in the Parks, because she lived right by Party in the Park.
Yeah.
And she sent me the most beautiful note just before she passed. It was really quite beautiful. So
I'm glad. Yeah. So tell me about your community involvement.
Well, it's first of all, if you know me at all, you know my love for Chilliwack, and the downtown in particular has been just one of the most beautiful things to see that flourish. As you know now, driving through downtown Chilliwack is quite a treat, thanks to the Elgar brothers and what they've done down there. The business is getting a second chance at a renewed downtown. The revitalization of downtown has been so important to me. So community events like Party in the Park, making sure they're downtown, and bringing Canada Day back to the other side of the bridge, making sure that kind of, and I am that guy. I was here since 1977, Nancy, and I literally lived on Lewis Avenue. So 6
Oh.
blocks from Five Corners when I was a kid. Went to Chilliwack Junior, Chilliwack Senior, secondary, and I never left here and never had a desire to leave here. I always knew that with making a name for myself here in the community, getting at least a bit of a positive brand, I could always do good things in return for the city. So
Yeah, I mean, you're very well known. Everybody I talk to, if I mention Trevor McDonald, everybody says, "Oh yeah, I've
Well,
heard him or I've watched
yeah.
him," or
not always in a good light, but I try to. Nancy, I work every day on making myself a little bit better, and I might have burnt some bridges in my time, but I sure make it my focus to build them.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, it's like as we get older, we recognize certain things, qualities that we like or don't like about ourselves. And that's the ability to look at yourself. And if you can do that and make some changes, that's awesome. Right?
Yeah, I feel like life feels pretty good right now, Nancy. Honestly, feels good. And just going to keep on, COVID has just been as you know, in my business, in the entertainment business, I want to just speak real quick. I run McDonald Entertainment Media. And so everything that I did, if I look back even to a year ago, I was booking entertainment in rooms. I had 16 rooms I was booking. I was performing myself, all the community events that desperately needed these fundraisers to raise money. That's all gone. It's all gone away in one flick of the switch. So it's been a really weird turn of events for me for everybody.
Yeah, for everybody. I think it's we all have to reinvent whatever it is we're doing moving forward, right? Like I can no longer do in-person interviews,
But this is becoming normal. I mean, I feel quite comfortable talking to you. It doesn't feel strange talking to you via Zoom, right?
I agree, totally agree, Fortunately, like I'm glad that chillTV studio can do some, but they've got the bigger setup, right? And I just
my hat's off to Barris for all that he's done. I mean, I really respect Barris, and we spent some time together. I just enjoy everything he's doing. I love his energy. I love what he's doing up there, and kudos to you too for having an idea, and kudos to him for letting you see that idea up there at chillTV.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah. So what are your plans, or do you have any moving forward? Like again, with this weird environment that we're in?
Nancy, right now I'm taking it honestly, probably months at a time. My booking side of the business, I've kind of put on hold right now. I have a couple of rooms that I still book. The live performances, obviously, I've put on the shelf. I still do some charity work. If somebody still wants to bid on my solo show for charity, I'll still give that away. And it has to be social distance friendly, right?
Yes.
At my business, I have the Locks list that I run every second week, which supports artists in town. I guess, Nancy, I felt kind of defeated, honestly, at COVID. I don't know how you felt about this, but I really felt the first 3 months I was almost in shock, and I went into survival mode and how can I help my artist buddies? And I went into full on Trevor McDonald hustle mode for the first 3 months. And then I kind of went into almost a depression for the next 2. I really lost my drive, and I really didn't feel good. I really felt beaten up a little bit. And now I just look back on all the stuff that I've been a part of in the last 7 months. And I feel really proud of what we've accomplished with the Give-a-thon, a 12-hour Give-a-thon, and the art walk, and with the Chilliwack Arts Council. We've done so much. So the future for me is just, who can say that's it? And I'm a guy like you, probably, I have to book 6 months in advance, but with COVID, it's tough.
It is. Yeah, absolutely. The one of my friends asked me, though, she said to me, Nancy, this hasn't really changed your life. The only way it has changed for me is that I can't have live interviews because I'm very much a homebody.
Right.
So this venue works perfect for me, Well, I could easily become a hermit.
You're doing a great job. I have to tell you that if you know me quite well, it's hard for me to sit in one place for more than 10 seconds. So spending the first 3 months of COVID literally in this office and that was crazy. And now I've kind of I'm exercising the bubbles and being social distance conscious. But boy, I'll tell you, Nancy, it's been an interesting time. I'm just grateful to be able to still pull off some community stuff. Like I said, I'm involved with the Chilliwack Public Arts Committee and the Chilliwack Arts Council. And we have some great stuff coming. I've been able to work with Michael Cade over there at the Hub Art Center. And so, gosh, man, just keep on slugging it, Nancy. That's all we can do.
Right. Now, this will probably air early December, late November, early December. Do you have anything coming up that you want to mention?
Quite honestly, no. The funny thing is, for me, this will be over 30 years since I've had a New Year's Eve off. That's the weirdest. I guess the weirdest thing for me is, sorry, my dog's barking in the background.
That's all right. No problem.
New Year's Eve, having Christmas and New Year's Eve, not having Christmas gigs, not having New Year's Eve gig is bizarre. So really nothing coming up except for just pushing my locks list. Like I said, the good folks at Locks Pharmacy there promote whatever entertainers are coming up in the following couple of weeks. And I've been doing that. I'm actually just on my 30th week right now doing the locks list. So that's a lot of fun. And just always something on the fire, which I'll be happy to put on social media when I'm ready. But there's always embers ready to burn for me.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, being an artistic person, there's always, I think we're probably the same in this. There's always something going on in the brain, like what can we do? What can we do next? Right.
Yeah, I think that all my ADHD and my ABCD and my RSVP are all in full. They're full go right now. And Nancy, probably like you, every day for me is a combination of a panic attack and a pretty good place to be. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So I don't even know how to take it anymore. I've replaced my booze with coffee, and probably not the best choice, but it's been a pretty good thing. Nance, I want to say publicly that I'm actually a year sober as of November 11th. So I'm very proud of that. That was a big step for me, for sure. Yeah.
Very proud of you. Yes.
It's the first time I've actually mentioned it in public. So.
Wow. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Well, we're just about out of time there, but oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Trevor. I so appreciate you taking the time to do this. And anytime, if you have something you want to share or put on camera, I know you have lots of other venues, but I'm here. Okay.
Well, Nancy, listen, I'll tell you, my website is trevormcdonald.com. That's MC. And I'm always looking for advertisers on my radio show. I'm always looking for events I can host and take care of for you for charity events. I'm always available. TrevorMcDonald.com. And Nancy, thanks for all you guys are doing up there. I get a kick out of what you're doing up there with all kinds of stuff in chillTV. So up in chillTV land, you're doing a great job, Nancy.
Thank you, Trevor. I appreciate it. Okay, and I'm just going to sign off to the audience and just stay there for a second, okay?
Yeah, cheers.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for watching. This is going to be, like I said, they'll probably air at the end of November, early December, so look for it. I'm sure you all enjoy listening to Trevor and all the things that he's doing. So in the meantime, peace out.